people, welcome to my channel, Tarot by Bronx. Hello, beautiful people, welcome to my channel, Tarot by Bronx. This is Tarot Talk, these are Tarot Tings, and I'm your host, Boogie down Bronx, Boogie down Bronx.
Hello, beautiful people, welcome to my channel, Tarot by Bronx. This is Tarot Talk, these are Tarot Tings, and I'm your host, Boogie down Bronx, and I'm here to take care of the Gemini. Gemini, if you are new to the channel, welcome. This reading can resonate for you. If you have Gemini as a sun, moon, rising, Venus, north node, or south node sign. Quick shout out to my everything deck. My everything deck is back in stock. I still have about maybe like 6 copies left. I had to go in the back and see if I had any more. I pulled them out. So they are a bundle. This is all 2 decks, but I put them as one. So get you a bundle or get you one with 11 career, one with general. If you don't feel like getting the bundle, it's up to you. But shout out to that. Shout out to Instagram because I have been doing a lot more active posting on Instagram on human design. Human design is very, very, very integrated in my content now. So I highly recommend you learning your sign. I mean, not your sign, your type for human design. So when I'm referencing the different types like projector, generator, manifestor, etc., you know exactly what your type is and you can have a more directed way of integrating the tarot messages as well. So usually I flip over the cards at the end. I mean, before we start, but they all flipped over before I begun. So I did see them. I usually don't get to see them. I usually see them at the same time you guys see them, but here we are. So we have what you need to know for right now. Happy Aries season. Surrender your desire to control people. Being over controlling can sabotage relationships. To more effectively achieve your goals, back off, regroup, and give the situation some breathing room. All right, so you have that. You have transformative ending, 999, and then you have honor your boundaries. You guys get a lot of messages all the time about boundaries, okay, Gemini? Your boundaries need some love, some TLC, some tender love and care, all right? So instead of trying to control people, you know, to get them to do what you want them to do, sometimes it's like you have to take more control back by reasserting control over yourself. Or you're the only person that you can essentially control in this world. You cannot control another being. And so some of you are learning this the hard way in a relationship. Maybe your relationship has ended and you're starting to see where you were being a bit too controlling or where you did not enforce your own boundaries as to why the relationship has ended. Right? So let's get into the cards and see what else is coming for Gemini with this energy. What is the challenge at this time for Gemini with control? What are the challenges at this time for Gemini? Can we talk about what's the challenges here? Marriage or life partnership or relationship challenges at this time. You have envy. Tell me more for Gemini. What's the challenge here for Gemini right now? Long-term relationships are a challenge for some reason. Tell me more about this with Gemini. Gemini energy. Tell me more for Gemini with the challenge with long-term. Gemini. Let's see. So here's what I heard in my head, Gemini. I heard, like, it was kind of like a phrase. It was like spending too much time on the wrong relationships. And you're not able to focus on the right ones, or you're not able to see the ones that are supposed to be in your life. So I'm kind of picking up on like a lot of trial and error here, where you're going to have a lot of these endings in relationships, or, you know, these harsh power struggles, or like these harsh lessons in your relationships. And these are pushing out the ones that are not meant to be there, the ones that do not honor your boundaries, the ones that you are trying to get a certain outcome, trying to control, manipulate. You know, manipulation isn't always like a bad thing. It doesn't mean you're an abuser necessarily, but we all manipulate energy sometimes to work in our favor, right? And so when you cannot control, you cannot manipulate, it does show that maybe you're just focusing on the wrong partnerships. You're trying to make certain people be something in your life that they're not. Okay, you have meant to be and you have life partnerships, marriage, you have long term. So it's like, you know, you're looking at these other partnerships like, I wish I had that. I wish my friends were like that. And like, you're trying to control the people in your life. You're trying to make them be these things. They're like, I wish my family was like that. Like, you know, and surrender your desire to control. You know, you may not actually be controlling them, but you have a desire to make them act a certain way, or you wish or will them to be a certain way, give more or less of something, right? And so there could be some envy here coming up where you're like, why are my relationships not like this? And could be directly in correlation to a fire sign. We have some descriptive words here, somebody with some dark hair. But they're kind of standing in the way here of your happiness, right? And you have confession. I'm going to clarify, what is the confession in reference to for Gemini? But there's a relationship here that is most likely ending, that it's just going to like really give you like a strong awakening here about the ways in which you're trying too hard to make these people in your life do things that they can't do, instead of like actively searching for people who already possess these qualities that you want. Okay, let's see. What else do we have here for Gemini? What's the solutions at this time? What are the solutions for Gemini? Okay, these relationships are really teaching you something. You have not worth it. You have teacher. You have timing is right. Anything else we have for Gemini with, you have time apart. Okay. All right, so we have self-love. The more self-love you have, the less people will be able to treat you like crap, like garbage, the less you will feel taken advantage of, because people with very, very high self-esteem, high self-worth, they don't just give and give and give to be liked. They're not people pleasers. Like, they give from their heart, they give when they can, and they don't give to keep people in their lives. They don't like base their worth off of what they can give. And so I feel like a very strong ending of a relationship, or, you know, some type of change in a relationship, some type of separation, time apart. And this is like a significant relationship to you, because if it wasn't significant, you wouldn't learn the lesson. It wouldn't be really teaching you anything. But there is going to be a significant relationship in your life where there's a big ending, a big dynamic change. And you're going to really have a light bulb moment where you're going to say, okay, I was trying to force this person or these people to be this certain energy in my life. I was forcing these people to commit to me, be long-term relationships, be long-term friendships, support me, whatever it is. And you just are going to see it wasn't worth it, because no matter what you do, there's nothing, no amount of love in the world you can give, no amount of kindness, care, consideration, gifts, money. There's no amount of anything in this world you can give to somebody who doesn't want to be with you, doesn't want to appreciate you. It doesn't matter. And this is what you guys are realizing, that, wow, this whole time I was trying to control the person or control the situation by feeling like if I just give it my all, if I just give everything I got, if I give my life, I give the shirt off my back to these people, that will keep them in my life, that would make them somehow be my soulmate, be my life partner, be meant to be long term. No, what is meant to end is going to end, and something is ending here. Something is coming to a completion. And with this time apart, you're going to really dive into the self-love here, because you're going to see your happiness isn't dependent upon anybody anyway, right? Like you might have been making it out to be at some point. But the timing is right. The timing is right to move away from this energy that you cannot control and go towards people that already have the qualities that you're looking for. They are already available emotionally. They are already stable. That you don't have to change them, right? Of course, there's going to be some things missing in every relationship, but the things that are deal breakers, you have to go back in rework your non-negotiables, Gemini. You have to go back and rewrite some standards for yourself. All right. Keep your standards, rework your standards. Every relationship, you have to go into it with some type of non-negotiables that are just not up for debate. Okay, you have to honor your boundaries in every relationship. If you go into a relationship saying, I'm not going to let somebody disrespect me, but then you end up liking them, you end up loving them, and then that goes out the window, what was the point, right? So you have to really respect yourself, stand up for yourself. Okay, so let's see, what else is coming towards Gemini that they need to know at this time? What's coming towards Gemini right now? I see some new offers being extended here, likely water sign energy. A water sign could be coming in. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, maybe even a Taurus. What else do we have for Gemini? Why is the Five of Wands here? Let's clarify that real quick. An Aquarius. What was that? An Aquarius could be coming in. Who else? All these cards are trying to fall on the floor. Four of Cups reversed. Okay. So let's see. And we have Aries now. So we got a couple different, look what we have here. This is you, the Lover's card, Gemini, but it's in reverse at the bottom. So there's definitely a disconnection first before you can reconnect with yourself and with other people. But I do see a lot of you guys at first battling with this energy of like, should I cut somebody off? Should I walk away? Should I continue fighting? And the fighting part, the bickering, the arguing, the trying to make somebody understand your point of view, try to work with you, trying to control them or the situation is not worth it, okay? Not worth it here. You will have much more success in stepping back into your own power and stop trying to get these people to do what you want them to do. It's just not happening. And not in the way that you're going to want and not in a way that's long term. So you can get somebody to change some type of behavior short term, but until they really want to change for the better for themselves, you're going to be, you know, off and on with that all the rest of your life, you know, with these people. So I do feel like, you know, having ownership, taking back your sense of self-discipline, self-control, by not trying to control another person, but just focusing on what you can control, which is yourself. And like I said, going back to your standards, your own integrity, what have you allowed to go on? What have you been trying to, you know, do with these connections that are just not working? And it is really hard once you've already formed a bond or you've already formed an attachment with someone to just let go. But this is going to teach you for every single next connection that you have to make sure that you honor your standards up front. Don't wait until you're in love with somebody or, sorry about the sneeze. Don't wait until you are like, you know, deep into the relationship to then try to assert all these new boundaries and make these new changes. You have to like set the tone as soon as you meet these people. And if you notice like there's certain things that you don't like, can't change, aren't for you up front, that's when you need to be like, either say that you can't deal with that, or you need to step away. Like I said, don't wait till you get into the relationships to then try to make all these changes and it doesn't work, because then you're in there. So let's see. Anything else for Gemini? Anything else coming towards Gemini before we get some advice? We have Leo. We have Eight of Cups. So we are in this process of walking away from those relationships we can no longer control. Sometimes when you walk away, things can change. Sometimes people will wake up and decide because they're about to lose you that they're going to change. It is very rare that that actually happens. But when you walk away, you are going to see a change in your own life. You're going to see a change in your own confidence and your feeling of being secure. Because something about these relationships have made you feel insecure because you cannot get them to do what you want them to do. So, And, you know, it can be a group of people as well. Whoever it is, you cannot control them. Okay, so get that out of your head that you can manipulate the energy somehow and it sticks. It will not stick. Not for long. Okay, so what's the advice for Gemini? Six of Pentacles in reverse, taking back that reciprocation. You know, stop trying to overcompensate for people's lack thereof, whatever it is. What is the energy? What's the advice for Gemini? What's the advice for Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, South Node. The Devil card. We have Capricorn here now. We got Capricorn, Sag. Any other advice? And then I'm going to pull an affirmation card. So we got Temperance, the Devil, Six of Pentacles, reverse. What's the affirmation for Gemini at this time? What do they need to know and live by? Okay. So you have get out of your own way. You are the reason, the cause, and the solution. Take back your power by remembering who you really are. So your power comes from you, not from what you're able to make others do for you, not what you can will out of other people, from you, okay? So, you know, there is some type of control issue, some type of power struggle with somebody with trying to, you know, enforce something or not enforce something. And, you know, it's really just a time to step it back, Gemini. Not a time to be more forceful. It's a time to step back and honor, you know, your boundaries and the things that you believe in, the things that you want to fight for. You sacrifice a lot of your standards for people, your integrity for people, your morals. This is all about our morals, the Hierophant, okay? And so coming from an ending, it is going to, like I said, you're going to have that wake-up call. Like this relationship, whoever this is, that you feel out of control completely with this person, it's not that you have no control whatsoever. It's that you're focusing your control on the wrong things, right? So release that. Release with the Four of Pentacles in reverse, that need, that urge to try to manipulate the situation or thinking that you can somehow make somebody do something that they cannot do, or bring people towards you that, you know, just aren't willing to compromise or make that sacrifice for you. And then when you do that, you're going to feel rejuvenated. You're going to feel free. You're going to feel lighter, happier. Of course, you're going to have to grieve this ending of a relationship, but you are going to also have that wake-up call to see that the person was never going to really change. It was just false promises and hopes and, you know, I'll do better next time, and never do. So that's what we have here, Gemini, at this time. And then you can go to people that actually have exactly what you need. Take everything that these people did not have, did not want to do for you, and make it your focal point for your next relationships. Make it a priority to say, these are my needs that have to be met, you know, or, you know, look out for those people that are willing to meet you halfway every time, you know. Thank you, Gemini, for watching. If this reading resonated for you, let me know that in the comments down below. I am at Tarot by Bronx on everything.